me hear you out there. Let's go.
That was awesome. I wish I was on the dance floor right now. Thank you, Silver Steel Band out of Bridgeport, Connecticut, for helping us kick off our event with a bang. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our first live virtual event. Thank you for joining us this evening. This week, we posted the recipe for our signature drink, a red sangria, which originated in Spain. At least that's what I'm told. I hope you have your glass, or at least a glass with your favorite beverage in front of you while we are enjoying this event. We are so excited to spend this time with you. Of course, we would have preferred our annual spring gala, which is always filled with good times and laughter, but we are making the best of a not so great situation. We cannot afford to wallow in our circumstances when people are much worse off than we are. We have planned an informative program for you, our donors, and our guests. We want you to know how we are continuing to serve our families and how your support is making a difference. Let us start this evening with a prayer from Sister John Vianney from the School Sisters of Notre Dame and a valued member of our board.
Good evening, everyone. Let us pray. Loving and gracious God, we thank you for Caroline House, for those ministering there, and for those who learn there. We thank you for each person with us tonight, for each mind and heart that loves Caroline House. Bless those present and those who will benefit from Caroline House, and bless the generosity of our donors. We praise you, Lord God, for this event, for those who planned it and are making this night possible in these unusual circumstances. Take what we have prepared and multiply our efforts. Gift us with your peace and good health, so that we can continue the work of Caroline House, which is a place for learning, caring, and instilling hope through perseverance. As we move into this event, let us keep in the forefront of our minds our Caroline House and its needs, knowing that you, Lord, continue to bless us and all our endeavors. Thank you for bringing us together this evening to accomplish this event, for we do this for your glory and praise. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Sister John, for leading us off in the prayer tonight. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Lucas Hunt, your Master of Ceremonies. We will forego the live auction this year, but we'll be back at the Inn at Longshore again. I can smell the appetizers, and I know you're missing running around, running to your tables and bidding on the silent auction and all that fun, but we've got a great program for you tonight, and I mean great. Lucy and Eddie have put together some amazing videos. You're going to see from some of our students. You're going to hear about our stories and how we've pivoted and made everything work even in these difficult times. And also tonight, Sister John mentioned something I really liked in her prayer about generosity and benefits. Well, we're here tonight to benefit women who've immigrated from other countries, who are studying to make their lives better, to make their families stronger, to make their communities better. And to do that, I'm going to jump in later. We're going to raise a lot of money, and it's going to be so much fun. So keep drinking that signature cocktail, that sangria, and we'll get to it. But now I just want to introduce to you how we're going to do that later by telling you about something really cool. It's called the Fundometer. And the Fundometer is going to pop up on your screen in a second, and it's going to allow you to give. It's going to allow you to feel good, and it's going to make the night so much fun and the lives of so many women in our Bridgeport community better. So the Fundometer happens by texting 970-840-9000. That's 970-840-9000. And in the message, write CH Gala. Then leave a space. Then put the amount of your donation. It could be $1 million, it could be $1. Then put a space. Then your name. And if you would like to remain anonymous, you can just leave that last part blank. One more time, because this is an interesting way to give this year. Normally we just have our paddles. We put them in the air like we don't care. Send a text to 970-840-9000. And in the message, write CH Gala. That's Caroline House Gala. Then leave a space. Then put the amount. Then another space. Then your name. Or no name if you'd like to remain anonymous. That's how we're going to do it. And I'll be back later. Oh, there's the Fundometer. What's happening? Claudia Mixon, thank you for your gift. People are giving already. I love it. John Donne, famous English poet, gave $1,000. Thank you. Nina Perez and Ernest and Audrey. Wow, this is unexpected. Virginia Day, thank you for your $200 gift. Folks, we're trying to raise $85,000. We're at $10,000. Anita Greer, thank you. We're going to get into this. I'm going to tell you why it's so crucial for our fundraising in a little bit. But go ahead and text in at any time. Every amount counts, but I'll tell you about some of our giving levels in a bit. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Caroline House and how it's grown over the years with this incredible video.
Welcome. Come on in. In 1995, Caroline House, a sponsored ministry of the Atlantic Midwest province of the School Sisters of Notre Dame, was established in response to a direct need in Bridgeport to break the cycle of poverty through education. Caroline House is a literacy education center that offers the only family literacy program on the east side of Bridgeport. Our English as a second language, life skills, preschool, and children's tutoring programs serve low-income and immigrant women and children. Tuition-free classes are held in a safe and welcoming environment to inspire confidence, hope, and lifelong learning. To date, we have served over 1,700 women and children. The kitchen table is traditionally the heart of any home, the place where people convene, share stories, talk through struggles, and build trust. The same holds true here at Caroline House. During the school day, Our kitchen table is surrounded by a dozen or more women during breaks. While sharing traditional home-cooked meals, they share community resources, practice their English, laugh, and enjoy each other's company. Our ESL student body is designed to be intimate with small-sized classes. That intimacy is felt as you walk through our front door and realize we are not a typical education institution. We are a home. Student assessment system within our unique, friendly, and trusted second home, Caroline House transforms lives through education. Our approach helps displaced women and children achieve the English language skills and confidence that will move them from poverty to financial security, from isolation to community, and from hopelessness to opportunity. Life skills are also an important part of the ESL education for women at Caroline House. We hold special monthly workshops with speakers on topics relevant to students' lives, including financial literacy, tenant rights and responsibilities, job applications, mental health issues, domestic violence awareness, and health and nutrition, to name a few. We also have daily computer instruction and practice. Caroline House provides a free, nurturing early childhood education program to children whose mothers attend Caroline House ESL classes. Children participate in reading, writing, math, and science lessons, and hands-on activities that foster a love of learning. Children learn important self-help and social skills such as listening, cooperating, and respecting others. When children complete the program, they are fluent in English and prepared for success in kindergarten. Our after-school tutoring provides math, reading, and homework help to children. Students work one-on-one in a small group with a tutor. Children increase their academic skills and self-esteem through help and encouragement provided by high school, college, and adult volunteer tutors. Our 3-week summer enrichment program helps to minimize the loss of academic growth that children experience, known as summer slide, a problem that is more widespread among children from low-income communities. Overall, our children increase their reading, writing, math, and creative arts skills during indoor tutoring activities, while also participating in outdoor recess games and activities. As you can see, we take great pride in being a beacon of hope in our community. Here at Caroline House, we encourage learning, provide a caring environment, and instill hope. Thank you for joining us.
Hello again, everyone. I hope that video gave you a little history about Caroline House and a better understanding of how we serve Bridgeport, Connecticut. We believe it is important that you know, despite everything that has happened in 2020, we are continuing to serve this community. We have transitioned into more than just an education center. We have become more of a social service organization, addressing the needs of our students, which allow them to concentrate more on their studies. Right now, many of our families are facing food insecurity, loss of household income, and the potential of lost housing. Thanks for foundations and donors like yourself, Caroline House has been able to step in and provide support and guidance. When this pandemic hit home, for most of us in early March, I'll be very honest, we were unprepared. Local schools shut down, which meant we had to shut down temporarily. Within a week, we reopened with a new game plan, online education. Also, as the calls kept coming in, we addressed the needs of our students because they trusted us to help them. We helped them with rent, utilities, medication, food, and referrals, and other support services. At least 50% of our students were able to navigate access to the platform we use for continuing their education. What is really amazing is that most of them completed their studies on their cell phones because many do not own computers. Our students are passionate about their education, and that is what drives us to work harder to give them our best. We also know that they hand down that same work ethic to their children. Another group we have the pleasure of working with at Caroline House. Please join me in welcoming Jean Fredricks, our wonderful preschool director.
Welcome to the Children's Room at Caroline House, my home away from home, for over 20 years. Until March of this year, the children came to school every day and we were able to fill them with ABCs, dance, music, joy, and especially nutritious food. And in turn, they filled us with hugs, love, and gratitude. In March, because of the pandemic, my dining room became my classroom. My wonderful children were online. No more hugs, no more food, no more hearing Jean 400 times a day. And I used to complain about that, and I would love to have it back. The children remain part of us, and also the spirit of Caroline House, the spirit in which we were founded and which we will continue to serve. We may not be together each day, but we're online. We're able to help the people that need help. And the children still say Jean, Jean, but not as often. Now I would like to make a personal appeal. The first time in all my years here, please support Caroline House with our virtual gala. You will help the children, you will help the women, you will help the staff be able to continue to teach with the love that the women and children have expected from us. We would like to continue all of our programs, be able to give food where it was needed and help of whatever was needed. So blessings and love. I can't wait to be with you again. Now I would like to introduce one of my little boys. He was very young when he started here. He came to school with his mother, and he was famous for winking at me. He was also famous for never wanting to eat any green vegetables, and he was very stubborn. And I used to say to him, Chris, if you eat one pea, half a string bean, you can have the treat. But he never did. But even without his peas and string beans, he grew up to be the most wonderful young man. And now he is one of my favorites, although they're all my favorites. Chris, take it away.
Thank you so much, Jean, for the introduction, and thank you for being that pivotal point, that important pivotal point in my life, in my early learning stages here at Caroline House. So I think that I was first introduced to Caroline House around 05, 06, when me and my parents moved from New York to Bridgeport. And it was here at the Caroline House when my mom started learning English and in the process of getting her citizenship. And you know, I was here being taken care of, and at the same time learning while I was going to preschool, you know, here around the block. And it was in those early moments that really that carry a long way and make me who I am today. So I am very appreciative of that. And I do have one vivid image from the Caroline House. And I remember it was one day in the afternoon when the day was about to end, and you know, my mom was almost done, you know, taking her lessons or whatever it was. And it was it was around the snack time that they called it, towards the end of the day. And Jean told me that if I didn't eat my green beans, I was not going to get a snack and only a juice. You know, and so it was that I didn't eat my green beans and I didn't get a snack and I only went home with a juice. But it was it's those little moments that carry a long way. And now moving into the future, you know, years passed, and I ended up going to Fairfield Prep. And you know, I didn't remember Caroline House to be honest. It was not until my junior year of high school where I started doing service here, and I told my mom, I was like, hey, you know, I'm doing service at the Caroline House here in Bridgeport, you know. And she was like, oh wow, you know, like you went there as a little kid, you know. I was there. That's where I got my citizenship, you know. And that's when it flicked a little spark in my mind, and I was like, you know, it opened up my eyes, and I was like, wow, you know, the kids here, you know, I was one of those kids looking up to the role models, and you know, and the way they looked up at me, you know, it's really heartwarming, and it's special to feel that. To feel those emotions, you know, rushing through my head, seeing that, you know, I was one of those little kids, and you know, and the impact that I can make on these kids, and so they could, you know, move on in the future, you know, and do what they want to do and really inspire those little kids. So now I'm a proud graduate of Fairfield Prep, and next year I'll be attending Fairfield U with intention to major in electrical engineering, and I'm super excited, and I'm just so appreciative of a long way I've come, and it's really thanks to Caroline House for doing this for me, and really for my mom, because without her, I wouldn't be able to I wouldn't be where I am today. And just thank you so much, Jean, and thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much, Chris, for sharing your story with us. And thank you, Jean. I know those kids are going to be running around, coming up to you like kittens and puppies for milk, as I've seen them do at the Caroline House backyard. Ladies and gentlemen, it's come to the most important part of the evening, when we ask you to help join us in our mission to educate women with the English language, women who've come from different cultures, different countries with their kids. Our goal is for them to be able to reach their full potential. And Cristian Ortiz, you are a perfect example of what full potential means to a woman who comes from around the world to our Bridgeport community and is able to learn the language, get citizenship, and have such a fine young gentleman as yourself, Chris, who comes to do service without being asked, without being told. This is exactly the kind of person, exactly the kind of citizen that we want in our community. Kids like Chris, who grow up in the environment of the Caroline House, and his mother Maria, who was able to learn English there and go on and get work and establish a career. We've had other women go through Caroline House and build their own small businesses. So this truly works. And this year, as Lucy said earlier, we're taking our work into the community to help with housing, to help people keep the lights on, to help people eat so that they can study, so that they continue to improve their lives. So right now, we're at almost $20,000 on the Fundometer, and I'm going to ask everybody to dig in deep and give whatever they can. Our pledging happens through text to give. So if you can text 970-840-9000, and in that message write CH Gala, then space, then the amount, then another space, and then your name. And you can leave it blank if you wish to be anonymous, but your gifts will go directly to young, aspiring people like Chris and his mother, Maria. This empowers and gives women from other countries a chance to gain knowledge and skills and make a positive impact in their lives and in our communities as well. And Chris, I've seen kids just like him playing in the backyard, but also in the preschool program, learning letters and numbers, sharing stories and songs. It's beautiful to see kids in our summer tutoring program or summer enrichment programs that are still happening online learn reading, math, and the arts. So look, let's dive into this. I'm looking for gifts of $5,000 to support our resiliency fund for student housing. That's women who've come from around the world. We have women coming from all over now who need housing to continue their studies. $5,000 will help 5 families. Tim and Alexis Yates, $1,000. Yes, thank you very much. And what do we have over here? Joe Purcell, thank you for your tremendous gift. $5,000, ladies and gentlemen, again, will help 5 families survive the loss of housing due to lost income during COVID. It keeps the lights on, it pays for food. How many other gifts can we see? If I don't call out your name, it's because there's a little bit of a delay. But right now we're at 26,000. Nadia Guzman, thank you so much for your $5,000 gift. That's how you do it. Patty and Dirk, $1,000. Every amount counts. Thank you. Let's drop down to our next level of giving. We're starting high, we're going low. $2,500 supports 1 semester of family literacy for a woman and her child. That's for Chris and his mother Maria. Victor Ferrante, thank you so much for your $2,500 gift. Who else can we see? Text in right now. The number's up there right above my head. That way. There it is. 970-840-9000. We're at the $2,500 level, and you know how this goes. I've done this with you all a couple times in person, but $2,500. Caroline Mata, thank you for your gift of $2,500. These will show on our Fundometer. We're going to climb up and blow it up and get up to $85,000. $1,000. There you are, Joe. Thank you again for your gift of $3,900. Every amount counts, folks. Let's drop down to our next level of giving. You can give anywhere, anytime. There you are, Victor. Thank you. $1,000 supports a semester of student literacy and life skills, which help educate a woman. Robert Marzik, thank you for your $1,000. Maria N. Torres coming in at 100. Thank you. Folks, every amount counts. You can give wherever you'd like. We're doing this reverse auction thing like we would do in person. Grace Farms Church, you have a beautiful site and a beautiful heart. Thank you for your $1,000. Grace Farms Church. Sheila McCaffrey coming in at 1,000. Thank you. Again, this supports an entire semester of student literacy. Think about what learning the English language means for someone who's afraid and possibly alone with their child. Robert, thank you for your $1,000. It means being able to apply for jobs, go on to advanced school, and get good housing. So $1,000, I want to thank Grace Farms, Sheila, Robert, thank you all. Let's drop down to our next level of giving. Jean, thank you for your gift as well. Jean, that's very, very sweet. And anonymous, I've never figured out who you are, but I really appreciate your kindness tonight. Our next level is $500, and this supports our summer enrichment program. 3 weeks of reading and math, my favorite subjects. $500, 3 weeks of reading and math, arts for one child. David Moskovitz, thank you, sir, for your gift. And Susan Jacobson, thank you also for your gift of $500. I'm seeing a lot of love pop up for Caroline House. We are about halfway to reaching our goal. It's early in the night. We got a lot of momentum. $500 supports our summer enrichment program. Kathleen Walsh, thank you for your gift of $500. And Tim Yates, thank you, sir, for your gift of $500. Let's close this out. 2 more levels. If $500 didn't appeal, $250 supports computer software and maintenance so that women can learn English and technical skills to go on and get better jobs and have better lives, support their kids. Yvette Cohn, thank you for your $250. Vanessa Torres, thank you for coming in as well. Look at all these names scrolling up. Anonymous again. Anonymous is so generous. They just keep on giving. $250. Anita Greer, thank you for your generosity tonight. Thank you. Folks, this is just the beginning of our program. I'm going to roll out of there. Virginia Day, thank you for your $250. I want you to see and learn a little bit more about what's happening at Caroline House. Let's do one more level because it's fun. It's fun. $50 supports our resiliency fund as well. Food security. Gift cards for emergency food items. So Irene Anderson, thank you for your $50. St. Thomas Aquinas, the church, not the man. Thank you for your $100, upping the ante. And Kay Paring, thank you for your $100. $50 supports our resiliency fund, emergency food security help. Folks, the Caroline House has opened up its hospitality to our community. We're going outside of the house during COVID to help, door to door. It's love. It works. You know what? I'm going to let this roll. I'm going to let the fundometer percolate, right? It's starting to simmer, but I want to see it boil. So if you didn't get a chance to give, right up yonder is the number, and I'll come back. We'll talk some more, okay? But now back to Lucy Freeman, one of my favorites, Caroline House's executive.
You know, I'd like to say what's really awesome about looking at the fundometer is that I'm actually seeing the names of former students come up, which I think is incredible that they realize that they also can give back. So the question is, why Caroline House? At Caroline House, we meet students where they are. Some students come to us without a formal education in their primary language, while others come to us with more than a high school education. At the end of the day, they are here to become more proficient in the English language. I want to introduce to you Nohemi. Nohemi came to Caroline House during my first year as an executive director. She did not know how to read and write English, and she knew very little English words. As an older language learner, I am sure this was a challenge. However, Nohemi persevered, and I had the privilege to watch her blossom over the years. She and I have had many conversations, and no, I do not speak any other languages, as she kept me on my toes about making sure we had cleaning supplies and things in the house that were in order. I am proud to introduce Nohemi Sanchez, a 2020 Caroline House graduate.
Thank you, Mrs. Lucy. Hello, everyone. My name is Noemi Sanchez. I'm from El Salvador. I have been living in this country for 12 years. I came here to meet my family and to look for an opportunity to work. But when I got here, I realized that I couldn't be independent because I didn't know any English. I applied for a cleaning job where a coworker recommended that I go to Caroline House to learn English. I quickly looked for them, and they received me very kindly and gave me the opportunity to learn English. Today, I feel happy and grateful. First, thank God for helping me every day. My sincere thanks to Caroline House for their valuable help, for giving me a space for 3 years, for teaching me to see life differently and to be independent. It was important for me to be at Caroline House because I learned a lot. Today, I remember my first day of school. How could I forget it? I was very nervous. I felt frustrated because I didn't know any English. It was difficult and uncomfortable for me, but every day I woke up with a desire to continue. Before, I needed someone to accompany me to the doctor or another place. Now, I can do it alone. I still have a lot to learn, and I want to continue practicing. Also, Caroline has given me the opportunity to meet wonderful teachers who are full of patience, dedication, and respect. They have left a mark on my life. I will always remember them with much affection, especially Sister Kay and Sister Betty. My thanks also to Mrs. Lucy, the director of Caroline House. She is a special person who always cares about helping us in different ways. To my classmates, thank you very much for your friendship and love, for all the beautiful and happy moments that we enjoyed. I also appreciate all the help I have received from Helen. To all the staff of Caroline House, thank you very much for all your help. I cannot find enough words to express my gratitude. A big hug to everyone. God bless you today, tomorrow, and always.
Hey everyone, I want you to meet Eddie Martinez. Eddie is one of our newest employees and serves as our Director of Mission Engagement. Over the past few months, Eddie has had the opportunity to engage and work with volunteers. One of our regular volunteers is Marie Mancia Theodore, a 2018 graduate. Marie heads up our incentive program and our donation room. She visits Caroline House at least twice a week after work to assist us with just about anything and make sure that we're distributing donations in an organized fashion. It is that type of gratitude we can always appreciate, a student giving back to her community.
No, definitely. I definitely enjoyed the time here with volunteers, and I had the opportunity to interview Marie. Unfortunately, that interview was a little too long for the program tonight, so we had to cut it short a little bit, but the rest of it will be available on social media by next week. With that being said, I would love to introduce to you my interview with Marie. So you graduated in 2018.
Yes.
And now you can get a job because you speak English, and that's good. But you still come here and volunteer here. Why?
You know why I come in here? Because Caroline House helped me a lot. It's not only they teach me to speak English. They give me clothes. They give me food. When you come in, you eat. You don't pay. In my country, when you go to school, you have to pay for everything. They're helping me. But now I don't care everything they have to do. If I can do it, I need to come in to help too. Because they're here for help. If I can give my help, I need to give it.
That's good. Well, on behalf of me and Lucy and everybody at Caroline House, thank you for always coming every week and volunteering and helping us. We really do appreciate your help.
You don't have to say thank you. I need to say thank you to Caroline House because it changed my life.
Yes.
It's not when people give you something, it changed your life because they do something for me. I can't explain this because when you need help, when I feel sad, I come in here. If Lucy see me, he see something wrong. He asks me, what happened, Mary? I say, oh, it's nothing. Come in. He here for listen, but not only Lucy. I got Sandy. Everybody can hear me. What happened, Mary? Are you okay? Yeah. And now you come in here. Yeah. When Sandy told me you hear, I say, well, maybe it's the same.
Yeah.
They help me a lot. And Caroline House changed my life.
Thank you, Marie and Nohemi, for sharing your stories with us tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, take a look over on this side at the old fundometer. We're halfway to our goal. Thank you all so much for your generosity tonight. A priest once told me to get people to give, you had to guilt people into giving. Well, I think it helps a lot better just to encourage and share inspirational stories like Marie and Nohemi and Jean and Lucy. And Chris, and we've got some more inspirational stories, so we're going to do that. But let me remind you, in case you tuned in a little late, folks, stick with me. In order to pledge, you'll need to send a text tonight. Normally, you just raise your paddle in the air, but tonight you'll send a text to 970-840-9000. And in the message, write CH Gala, then space, then the amount, then a space, and then your name. And if you want to be anonymous, you can leave that last part blank. That's 970-840-9000. It'll be above my head as I make pleas to you throughout the evening, because our mission is to help women, children, and their families reach their full potential. And as you know, learning English is so valuable and important. And as you may not know if you tuned in late, we're taking Caroline House's mission door to door and helping women become empowered, women from other countries and cultures, by providing that supportive community to them to help build confidence so that they can gain knowledge and skills, like you've heard from Nohemi and Marie, and then they can make a positive impact in their own lives and in our communities. So basically, if you can text something in right now, your name will scroll up and everyone will see how amazingly generous you are, and you'll be a hero tonight. But you'll also be helping moms learn to read job applications, school and medical forms, talk with teachers and doctors, and secure stable lives for their children. So I think we should get Lucy back here. And maybe, Lucy, do you want to tell an inspirational story or anything about how important our volunteers are at Caroline House?
Sure. You know, the Bible references us giving our time, treasure, and talent to those in need. At Caroline House, we see the gift of time and talent as valuable as monetary giving. It takes a special person to volunteer their time and patiently work with people who have a challenge speaking the English language. I am fortunate to have a team of some of the most dedicated volunteers. Many of them have been with Caroline House for years, and these are their stories.
Hello, my name is Joyce Flynn, and I have been a member of the Caroline House family since January of 2005. Working with amazing administrators, teachers, and students has kept me coming back. Our women come to Stillman Street. They are strong women. Many have jobs outside the home, care for children, and take the time to become fluent in English. how important it is to be able to go to a doctor's appointment by yourself and talk to the doctor in English, or to bring a child to the emergency room and to be able to communicate fluently. It is a huge motivator. Most of our students speak Spanish, but over these 15 plus years, I have worked with a dental hygienist from Turkey and an African woman who has been very helpful with French in helping our Haitian students. Also, helping women become naturalized citizens is a huge thrill. As a former social studies teacher, I love working with the women who are so enthusiastic about learning about United States history. But watching that woman go to the federal courthouse and raise her hand and take the oath of allegiance is thrilling and memorable as her husband and children watch. Many opportunities abound in Caroline House. Thank you, and God bless.
Hi, I'm Ileana Foisey. I've been tutoring English at Caroline House since 2005. My proudest moment with my students is when they graduate. I love teaching there because of the community of women, the staff, the students. Everyone is so supportive and helpful of each other. I hope I can continue to teach there. I get so much from it, from the experience. And so for that, I'm very grateful to the community at Caroline House. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Sharon Bottomley. What's your name? How are you? That's how relationships begin at Caroline House, where I've been a tutor for the past 3 years. We start with the basics and go over and over them and then flow to proficiency. These ladies are smart, hardworking, and full of fun. It's a joy to work with them. I think my favorite times at Caroline House are when I've had the privilege of tutoring someone for their citizenship test. And then I get the email that says, with the pictures as they're being welcomed into their new country, and it's a day when I'm so proud of them. Classes are going to look a little different this fall, but I'm looking forward to the relationships. They'll remain the same.
Wow, just amazing stories. You know, I've only been here for a few months, and in those few months that I've been here at Caroline House, I've seen, just personally seen and felt these stories that you're hearing now on the screen, and seeing how Caroline House really does change these lives, really does make me and my job here so much easier. Just love coming here every day, just knowing that we have the opportunity to change lives. I wanted to take this time to kind of share one of my stories, which was something that happened when I first started working here. I was about a week in, and I remember leaving here and driving over a block to my mom's house, because I grew up in this area. And I picked up my mother, and I was giving her a ride to my brother's house. And she said to me, she goes, "Hey, where do you work? Where are you working now?" I said, "Oh, I'm working around the corner at Caroline House." And she goes, "Well, I used to go there when you were younger." And just her saying that it just kind of impacted me, because it just goes to show that Caroline House is really in the community here and is really impacting lives. And just to see that my mom had part of that, and she gave me part of that, it just made everything so much better. And so for me, it's just so exciting to be a part of this, and to know that Caroline House is really making a difference, not only in the students, not only in the volunteers, but also in the lives of the staff. And so with that, I would like to present to you our program manager, Helen Ramos.
Hello, my name is Helen Ramos. I am the program manager at Caroline House. I have been with the organization since 2018. As an immigrant myself, I understand the different barriers our students face when coming to the United States. I still remember when I arrived, I felt a mix of emotions. I was excited for being here and hoped that everything will go well, but I was also afraid, as I didn't know anything about this new place. I believe education is a way of getting better opportunities in life, So I looked for an ESL program right after my arrival and started learning English while taking care of my baby daughter. It took me a very long time to have a small conversation in English, and my dream of pursuing a professional career in the United States started to seem out of reach. However, I continued to study hard until I was able to go back to college. When I came to Caroline House for the interview, it was like coming into a good friend's house. Everyone I met that day was so friendly and made me feel so comfortable that I thought it would be a blessing to be part of this program. Then I met the teachers and saw how caring, thoughtful, and inspiring they were with the students, and I realized this program offers more than English skills. At Caroline House, we offer our students a safe and secure environment where they can focus on learning and feel comfortable enough to ask for help if they ever need any other services. I love visiting the classrooms and seeing how much our students enjoy their classes and build close relationships with their classmates and the teachers. I also like hearing them in the dining room, having fun together and sharing stories. And I like when they bring food. It is like they bring a little piece of themselves and their countries. It becomes a lesson of culture as they describe about the dish and the story behind. I wish I had access to a program like Caroline House, but I am so glad I can be part of Caroline House and contribute somehow to provide better opportunities to the students and their families. And also to show them that if I was able to pursue a professional career in the United States, they can do it too, with the help of Caroline House.
Thank you, Helen, for sharing your story as well. Folks, it's coming to the part of the program where we're gonna say goodbye. We're wrapping it up shortly, so if you didn't get a chance to give, go for it. I think that the story tonight has been told and told very well. Women from around the world who are mothers and who don't know how to make it in a new home, in a new country, walk into Caroline House. They find community, they find friendship, they learn English, and they learn how to navigate our complex society together, and they become empowered and they become confident, and we stay with them, and their children grow up also around Caroline House in our programs, in our preschool program, learning letters and numbers, sharing stories and songs, playing with Jean in the backyard, or coming to after-school tutoring and summer enrichment programs. And what happens is you get young men just like Chris, who we heard from, whose mother Maria brought him in, who's giving back to the community. You get people like Eddie, who's also come back, thanks to his mom, for instilling in him these virtues of hard work and working together to be cooperative. So I want to thank Joyce, Ileana, Sharon, even Eddie, for their work and their volunteering. I want to thank Jean for her love and passion and dedication to teaching others. I want to thank Lucy and Chris, and I want to thank Chris's mom, Maria, for having such a fine young man. And I want to thank Pat Tyler for that $250 he just gave. Folks, it's come to the end of the evening. Our Fundometer has exploded with love. We want to thank every one of you for your generosity. Every amount counts. If you didn't get a chance to give, we got the phone number right up there, and it's 970-840-9000. You can text it in. Think of this as the start of a campaign. We're not going to stop. We're going to keep going until we raise the roof and help support all the women that we love and care about in our communities. I don't have anything else to say, but I bet Lucy might have one more closing thing to say. Lucy, would you like to come back in and close us out tonight?
Absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the staff, our board of directors, and our students, I would like to thank you for joining us this evening. Your financial support will make such a difference in the lives of our students. I also want to give a shout out to the Silver Steel Band out of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Plan to see them live in our next event in 2021 when COVID will be done, God willing. Thank you to VCast Productions for producing this evening's event. We could not have done it without you. Thank you to all of our volunteers, which includes our board, because we could not do any of this without you. Finally, thank you, Lucas from Hunt Auctioneers, for always being so supportive and gracious with your time and sharing your talents with us. Can we get a high five going here?
Let's do this, Lucy.
Wait.
Don't forget it's opposite. Rehearse this.